This is the first half of section 19 from Caesar's De Bello Gallico, book 6. And we're talking about the Gauls and the type of people they are. Caesar's trying to give the Romans some context here. I'm going to stop about halfway through. That means that we're going to stop essentially mid-thought. So we'll stop somewhere around here when we're talking about the death of a spouse. So men, whatever monies from their wives in the name of a dowry they have received. So whatever monies they have received from their wives as a dowry in the name of a dowry, that much from their own goods with an estimate, with an estimation made, they commingle with the dowries. Of all this money, a reckoning or an accounting is made jointly, and the fruits, or really the profits, since we're talking about money, they are saved. Now, whichever of them, so the husband or the wife, whichever of them, and then we have the syncopation superaverit here, superaverit for superaverit. So whichever of them has literally survived in life, so survived, well, to that person, to this person, part of each of the monies with the profits of the more recent times comes. So in other words, if a spouse dies, then the other one gets essentially the money with the profits from the time that they've been married, but not any profits before, which it presumably would revert back to the family of the deceased spouse. Men, we have in uxores sicut, or here sicuti, in liberos, and then we have habent potestatem. So men have the power of life and death over their wives just as over their children. So men over their wives just as over their children have the power of life and death. And when the pater, now in Latin we're always used to saying pater familias, that os part of pater familias is the archaic genitive, and you can see here that Caesar has used the contemporary genitive that we're used to from first declension nouns. I'm just because of convention, I'm still going to say the pater familias, the father of the family. So when the father of the family, when the pater familias, born of a more illustrious place, has died, has departed, has yielded, his propinqui, his relatives, they gather, they come together. And that's about where I'm going to stop here in order to give this about an even distribution.